Hello fellow gamers, Jim here, and today I'm very excited to be bringing you another episode of Celeste Strawberry Jam, and we are continuing our progress through the riddles is what I was about to say, through the red levels, and we're playing Switchtube Vista, which I'm very excited about. It's a very fun level, and the easiest way to get there, if we jump on in, we've got 16 hearts up there, you can see, which is very nice. Now, the easiest way to do this, if we head on over to the far right, top right, Pinwheel Bay. And just before we do that, let's just come over here. We never actually went over here, so we've got all these lovely pinwheels. Oh, hello, Mr. Crab. Didn't see you there. So, funnily enough, there's one crab in this lobby we can actually pick up. Here he is. What? Guys, I've been had. So you can't pick him up if he's in the water. So if you chuck him in the water, he's done. Alright. Well, there you go. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Interesting little secret. I wonder what that's about. Well, maybe we'll find out one day. But anyway, let us come to Pinwheel Bay. Head down through here. What's this little route? Can I get down here? I can. And I can do this one as well. Great success. Right, now this brings us to Switchtube Vista by Flagpole 1UP. With art from Flagpole 1UP, music from Tillotman, sticker from Nerfed, playtesting from Nano, Project Ear, and Real Hojo. Alright gang, get ready for a bop. Yeah, the music in this level is active. It wants you to move, I think. But yeah, it's cute. So this level has some cute aesthetics with, like, I don't know, these Super Mario pipes. And also, if you can hear that, whenever Madeline walks about, you get this like metal girdery sound. And we've got this sort of, I don't know, sort of steampunk-esque? I don't know if steampunk's the right phrase. But anyway, so let's come to our first screen. Nothing too exciting on that, apart from the old this pipe there, which is quite interesting. It's a custom asset. Now, we also have this particular brand of custom asset with these blocks. So if you dash into the blocks, they change colour and they also change the state of a few blocks around the level. So we've made the orange blocks solid and the green blocks intangible. Very good. And we use this to progress through the level. Now this is quite a long level, and what I didn't mention is that it has 5 berries. Can you believe we went through a whole lobby with barely any levels with 5 berries, and then we get 2 in a row. How exciting. And yeah, so it's going to take us a bit of time to grab them all. So let's get a shifty on, shall we? So we've got this door can only be accessed when you're standing on top of that orange platform. And if we check out the bino, we can see we've got some funky stuff to do. Not entirely clear where to go. Well, actually, there's a door in the background. You can barely see it, literally just below me there. And this is the door we came through, and it's basically boarded up, so you can't go back. So what do we do here? Well, we drop down, and then we dash through this pipe. Now, pipes are effectively dream blocks. So you can grab onto them, and you can also fall out of them and die. But you can grab onto them, and you can also jump out of them as if they are doing dream jumps. So we want to come up here, hit these switches like that. The only difference, I suppose, is that you don't need to dash through the pipes. If you're on the ground, if you press down, you just go through like that. So there's a little bit of a difference. There is a little bit of a difference to a dream block, but not substantial. Right. So we grab this. That lets us dash up onto this one, and then we can do this. So that's quite tight platforming. So yeah, this is a red level, and it is definitely a red level. It earns its redness for sure. It is quite tricky, some tricky platforming. So now we're back to the same screen, but you can see this switch, the phase change of these switches has meant we can no longer get through this, but what instead we can do is come up here and access the rest of the screen. Great success. Now, I mentioned 5 berries, so we've got to keep an eye out for secret rooms. Well, this is an easy one to miss because you are able to go up through this pipe. Wah! And we come to a berry room. Let's go. Right, so this is quite tricky, so we want to grab this. That ain't right. So we need to hit this switch, but then very quickly fall over to the left. Then we've not got a lot of stamina to do this. There we go. Yeah, so there's a bit of stamina management required in that one. But if we drop down, we can see Space Jam Fever Dream, which I think is a reference to a level from a previous collab. So this gets us slightly further ahead in the screen. So you can see if we come back, here we are. This is where we started. So you're not missing too much by coming through this exit. Right, so now we want to switch the state. Come down here. Ooh, you have to be very quick. Right, you'll have to see it. Cool. You can hear these girders. Now this state is actually in the right state for us, which is good. So we can just go straight down here, come out of this, dash into this tube. Let's just grab onto the end of this just to get our bearings. So we want to dash up here and then do that. So unlike the switches in Paint, if you recall, the switches here, they do not give you your dash back. So just bear that in mind. Now this is quite tough, so what you want to do here is jump onto the side of this platform, which lets you grab this, and you can get there without your dash, which is important because then you can dash your way up there. Oh, we've got a little sign to Bissy, Captain Bissy. Right, not for this. Whoops, not for this level apparently. I don't think there was a captain accredited for this level, but that's fine. So you can see why this is a red level, right? Because the rooms are long, they're relatively tough, and yeah, they're kind of unforgiving. If you die, you just gotta do the whole thing again. Wait, why did I do that? Okay, come on. Alright. I may have to do some of this without talking because I am not as good at the game as I think I am. Alright. Okay, so we're safe here. Now can we jump to that? Maybe not. No, I don't think we can. So we use our dash here, we can jump onto this, and then we can climb our way to it. Right. Yeah, you just need to be careful about where you use your dash, that's all. That's all. Because sometimes you might need to be able to dash into a switch later on. Okay, so this room is cute. Feels like Buildcraft. Don't even know what reference that's referencing. So if we grab onto the edges of these, we can actually just dash up diagonally to the next one, or you can be a bit more adventurous and jump out of them. However you want to do it, that is the way. Right, so we've still only got 1 berry. Just keep an eye out for these berries. Jump while exiting pipe. There you go. Just teaching you about the dream jump nature of these pipes. Oof, just made it. Okay, so this one's, you just need to be a bit careful here. Hit that switch. Jump on over. Happy days. And then all the way back up, and we can make it here. Woof. Right, so we're on the lookout for berries, people. What do we see to our left? We see a secret room. Let's go. Cool. So this is like a pick-a-pipe level from a terrible Mario Maker game, Maker level. So if we just take the top pipe, where does it send us? Into this little room of death. So we don't want to do that. So let's take the bottom pipe. We make a bit of progress. Okay. And then we want to go to the left, do we? So we jump in the left-hand pipe. Nope, that's another room of death. Fantastic. So let's take this pipe instead. This spits us out here, and we can do this. Now, do you imagine I'm going to send you straight through the right pipe? No, of course I didn't. Okay, so this pipe takes us back to the right and to victory. Very good. Okay, so we continue on our way. And yeah, so we've sort of seen the entirety of the mechanics for this level now, and they basically just get increasingly tricky platforming puzzles, which is great. That was berry number 2, by the way. So, oh no, the state was correct first. Sometimes you'll get the switches right at the start of a screen, which are just there to make sure that the state is in the right way for you. So we need to jump through there, then we can jump to this block and change the state. Then we want to come up here, and we need to change the state back, so just be careful. You need to use the momentum. You need to use the momentum for that switch to send you back onto this new orange block. There we go. Just be careful with the spikes on top, apparently. And we made it. And for those interested, yes, you can actually dream hyper out of these pipes as well. Right, so that just sets us up for the right state for the rest of the screen. And then if we have a look at the bino, we can see, well, I don't know, binos are interesting. I tend to end up using them just when I sort of need them, rather than like just at the start. Not a desolate metropolis. Don't know what that reference is. Okay, so we can use the blocks here. Whoops. Right, so let's try this again. Okay, these signs, by the way, are telling you whether you should jump or grab, which is useful. Right, so we can change the state here while keeping our dash, which is useful because it lets us reuse that block, and then we can continue on to victory. Great success. While exiting pipe, hold left and grab. So yes, this is explaining that you can do a dream grab, and that sign there with the exclamation mark is very helpfully telling you that that is what you should do. So let us continue on our way. Alright, so again, with our berry hat on, what do we see over to the right? But a little platform, which usually means a secret room. And indeed, this is a berry room. So there's some quite tight platforming requirements here. So we want to just change the state there, which gives us a green block in the middle of the waterfall. That green block we can actually reach if we dash up and come round the other side. Then we can come up here. Whoopsie, that ain't right. Right, you need to do that without losing your stamina, because you don't want to use the crystal to refresh your stamina, you want to use it to refresh your dash. There you go, so I've still got a dash there now. Let's hold on, let's do a dream grab here, activate this switch, carefully grab this crystal, and we can dash up here. Now, there's a little troll at the end, because if you fall all the way, and you fall into the water, you die. So make sure you do a little leftward dash to get out of dodge. Okay, now we need to set the state back to orange. Oh, I don't know. It's orange. The orange blocks are material now, so I think that's the right way to think about it. Okay, so we dash up through here and we jump. We reactivate this and it gives us a secret green platform, which you love to see. Then we can use the rest of these platforms. Well, try and do that with less stamina use, which really just means less chatting. So let me just get a shifty on here. There we go. Then we can grab the side of there and get our way on. Right, and that was, by the way, our third berry. Our 45th of the lobby, which you love to see. Right, so here's a state switcher for us. But before we change that state, captained by Taco, before we change the state, there's a little secret route that we can take, but if you change it, you lose access to it, so definitely don't just change it by instinct. So normally you're supposed to go down, but if you can see up here, there's orange spikes blocking away, and you can actually get up to a secret room. Brilliant. So let's change the state here. Let's jump off this platform. Let's dash up for this. Right, now we need to hit that switch and then make our way over to this green platform now, which is a bit tight. We can climb our way over. Berry hasn't collected yet because it doesn't think it's safe to do, and we can come down. Now, if you're not careful, you'll just fall straight through here, and if you do that, you can save it by using the pipe, but you just gotta not panic. Now we want to change our state and continue on our way. Okay, so you just need to be careful when you jump down here. Whoops. Oh yeah, let's change the state first. Okay, grab the block, and we're safe to just fall the rest of the way. Now here we need to jump, grab, dash, dash, jump, dash, dash, like that. Grab this, and make our way over like that. Woo! Quite a lot happening in that room. That was, by the way, that was our 4th berry. I keep forgetting to check what the berry is. The berries to make sure they're the right order. Okay, right now. We climb away up this screen. You can see there's orange blocks here, which is a bit strange, but we're just going to ignore them for now. And visit Valley Tornado. Interesting. Don't know what that's referencing. Okay, now, before we continue on through the screen, what we can do is notice there's an odd looking end of the wall up there. So let us use this green platform to climb up and over. And we find ourselves another berry room. So this is cute. I like this one. So you collect the berry at the start of the screen, and then you have to make your way around the rest of it. So let's dash through here, dash there, jump up, grab this, use these dash crystals as a guide, dash through the right pipe. That takes you underground and all the way to safety back at the start of the screen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was berry number 5, which you love to see. Okay, now let's activate this switch. Grab onto this. Nope, that is not what you do. Activate this switch. Grab onto the side of this. Jump up. Now, this is cute because you need to use this again to dash over there. Grab onto the side of this. Activate that. Grab onto the side of this again and dash our way to victory. And you can see all these useful signs and trying to tell you even which direction you're supposed to be grabbing. So that's very useful. Okay, so this screen's quite cute. We want to come over here and then we need to use the same dash crystals as before and use the fact that if you're in a block, when you change its state, it doesn't activate straight away, which is nice. Nothing up here. And that puts us in the right state to use this door. Okay, so this room is cool. You can actually pick which path you want to go down. They both take you to the same place. We've got all the berries now, so there's no need to worry about looking for berries. We're just trying to get to that door at the bottom. And so if we take the green path through the green block, that is not going to work, I don't think. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. No, shorter dash. Right, so let's try that again. So if we come down here, we can grab onto this while keeping our dash. Yeah, so now we're here, but we've got a dash, so we can use that to do that. Grab this block that's appeared, dash over to the left, and there we will find the door. However, if we want to take the other route, come down here, then we dash through this pipe, we grab onto this, jump up here, and then we can dash through this. We haven't got too much time to think about it, but we need to just jump up, dash through there, jump out of the pipe, and happy days. I don't actually know which one's harder. I think maybe the first one I did was slightly harder. Not sure. Not sure. Anyway, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. So this is in the right state. So we've got these green blocks that we can use as a ladder. Grab onto the side of this, dash straight up. Excuse me. Alright, let's give ourselves back this ladder. Grab, dash straight up, dash over to the right, use that block, and happy days. Okay, now, if you remember, I was talking about a room with orange blocks that felt a bit strange. Well, it's actually this screen. So earlier in the map, we came from the bottom and climbed up and exited that way. Well, now we can't do that, but we can instead come from the left, climb through, now that the green blocks are insubstantial, and go out to the right. So I think that's cute. It doesn't have any significant gameplay consequences, I suppose. Okay, let's do that slightly better. There we go. And then we can make our way out through the bottom and over to the right. Okay, now we are very close, people. So if we jump up here, we can jump up, hit this switch, careful of this green block, and your way back down. That changes this block to allow us through. And here we are. We are in the heart room. Now, I've been heart altering my way, if I can. if I can get a good Heart Ultra here, there's two possible funny things that can happen. Let's see if I can get the first one. Oh my god, I've never actually felt pressure to get a Heart Ultra before. Yep, so you can die after getting the heart, which is funny. And then the other one is... nope. Didn't make it that time. Ah, well, that's a spoiler. So you can actually get the heart. You need to get a really low Heart Ultra, and you can get in the pipe. Alright, well, I'll give it one more go. But yeah, it's not, I mean, it's not that exciting. You can get in the pipe. There we go. In the pipe, and the back of Madeline's hair catching the heart for us. Very good. So that is a fun level. I enjoyed that. Tough though. I remember first beating that map back in the day, and it was a genuine challenge. But we got ourselves 5 berries with 20 deaths. Let's get the credits back up, and then think about that level. Talk out loud. It's the gameplay. So we had these switches and we had the pipes. So those were the sort of the gimmicks, the custom mechanics for the level. And I think they were very well implemented. They had these nice sort of platforming puzzles where you had to climb across a room on one set of switches or one set of platforms and then change them over to the other one and climb back. The pipes were fun. You had some pipe mazes. You had some trolley pipes that just took you back where you came from or sent you to a room of spikes. You had some quite tricky grabbing the pipe on the way out or jumping out or reusing a pipe with a different set of switches. So yeah, the gameplay was good. I enjoyed it. Challenging. So, you know, do take your time, be careful. And I really did like the aesthetic. I thought the overall kind of vibe, the purpley pipe vibe with girders that made a sound if you walked on, which was quite cute. So that was all great. Berries, 5 berries. Ah, it's like manna from heaven. 5 berries, can you believe it? So that's really good. Obviously, massively enjoy 5 berries myself. The berries themselves, they were quite challenging to pick up. They were quite hard to find as well. Some of them were definitely off the beaten way. So they were all in their own separate rooms, which, you know, I've mentioned. I like the occasional berry to be on the path, and you've got to figure out how to get to it. Sadly, not to be. But yeah, they were good. Some of them were really... some of them were more fun to collect than others. There was that troll pipe room, which I thought was quite funny. And otherwise, they were just a bit of slightly harder platforming than as we'd done through the rest of the level. And any secrets? I didn't find any secrets myself. If you guys found secrets, you let me know. And then finally, fun and difficulty. Yeah, I had a good time. Definitely not as much fun as soap. I don't know why. I seem to vibe more with soap, but I did enjoy that. And the difficulty, yeah, difficulty's definitely picking up. We're definitely in the red tier. I think I was debating this on the soap episode. I'm not sure which one of those is harder, if I'm honest. Pretty close. I think probably the platforming in that one was slightly harder than soap, but figuring out what to do may have been slightly harder in soap. Don't know. But yeah, pretty tough. Definitely deserves a red. And it was a very long level as well. And some of the screens were very long, so if you die at the end of them, you have to replay the whole thing, which is quite tough. But yeah, another really fun level. Thank you, everyone. Particularly Flagpole 1 up. Right, so let us climb back out of this pit. Much easier to climb down a pit. And we can come back to, what was it called? Pinwheel Valley? Pinwheel Bay, that makes sense. And check out the journal. Right, so where's our sticker? Over on the far right. I don't know, I feel like it deserves a better sticker. I don't know, that doesn't seem to really fit the... I would not... If you just gave me that sticker by itself, I would not know what map that's from. But anyway, there's the sticker. And then we can see our stats. So another 5 out of 5 berries with 20 deaths and about 19 minutes spent in the level. Really good, very enjoyable, and as ever, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.